Bristol Palin is just a few months away from her 21st birthday. As the eldest daughter of Todd and Sarah, she grew up in wild, rugged Alaska, where fishing, hunting, and traveling by snowmobile are a way of life. Bristol excelled in sports, including basketball, track, and even boys football in middle school, where she learned how to take the hard hits, something that would come in handy later in life. She was known as a good girl who made good grades and stayed out of trouble. So no one, especially her parents, suspected that their 17-year-old daughter would soon reveal to the world that even good girls can make very bad decisions. Only Bristol's drama was played out in front of a worldwide audience with nowhere to hide. I recently sat down with Bristol in New York to talk about her new book, Not Afraid of Life, My Journey So Far, where she talked about the night she lost her virginity after drinking too many wine coolers.
Bristol, how did you feel when you woke up the next morning and you realized you'd had sex with your boyfriend?
It was something that I was ashamed of and I didn't own up to until I got pregnant, until the whole world knew that I wasn't a virgin.
How did your parents react to the news that their 17-year-old daughter is pregnant?
It was definitely a huge shock, first and foremost. Definitely disappointment, but my family, we're so close-knit. It's like, okay, yes, this situation's not ideal, but we're going to get through it with the help of God and with the help of our other family members.
Fast forward about 4 months later, you're on a national stage, your mom's announcing for Vice President of the United States, and the world just finds out that you're pregnant. What was that like?
Definitely something hard to go through, and I write about in my book too. I kind of felt like I had that scarlet letter attached to me, like, sleaze or whatever anyone could say about me, but I'm so much stronger because of that experience.
You have recommitted to waiting to have sex until you're married. Are you going to practice what you preach?
Yeah, absolutely, and I don't think it's going to be a difficult battle because I've seen the consequences of it, and it's not worth it.
Bristol says the pain and loneliness of being a single mom and the heartache of the boy's father, Levi, not wanting to see his son caused her to cry out to God.
That night was so meaningful and such a point where I'll remember it for the rest of my life because it was rock bottom. It was like, okay, I'm done trying to do everything myself. I'm done trying to change Levi. I'm done trying to do all this stuff. I need your help, God.
And you said that night, for really the first time, you felt God's forgiveness.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And you said it's a pretty good deal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. From that moment forward, it was like a whole new page. I felt forgiveness for losing my virginity, and that was years prior, and I felt forgiveness for everything prior to that.
Of course, when you look at your 2.5-year-old son, Trip, you don't see a mistake.
Oh no, he is the biggest blessing in my life, and he really is the love of my life.
After all you've been through, Bristol, why risk putting yourself out there and the intimate details of your life in this book?
I have these opportunities and a voice that other people don't have, and owning up to all my mistakes and decisions in this book. I know that other people are going to read that, and hopefully it's going to be motivation and a story of redemption for them.
Then, last year, Bristol got the chance to be a contestant on Dancing with the Stars. Many, including her dad, were against the idea.
None of my family really wanted me to do it just because they know I'm not that outgoing and I don't dance or anything like that. So they were like, Bristol, are you sure you want to do this?
The night you debuted, I'll never forget it. You come out in that gray suit, very conservative, but you showed the world that you can shimmy.
Well, thank you.
What did that experience do for your confidence?
I feel like people tried to break me down during that experience, but that just gave me that fire in my gut to do better.
You mean people that were actually there competing, your competitors, were not friendly to you?
Well, I think at first they saw me as like, oh, here's Bristol Palin, she's not really that well known and she's not in this whole Hollywood scene, and so they didn't see me as competition. But the more we progressed and the further along we got, I think they kind of got a little bit upset.
Michelle Obama just came out the other day and thanked the media for being so kind to her children and for treating them with kid gloves. How can you explain the viciousness of the liberal media against you and your family?
I really don't think I can pinpoint or explain it, but it's definitely biased, and you know, there's some rude people out there, but we have tough skin and we know what's right.
You said God has ways of surprising you and pushing you further than you think you can go. Is that what happened to you?
Yeah, absolutely. With so many different examples between football and having Trip and Dancing with the Stars, with so many things, there's been so many times where I'm like, can I really do this? And God has given me the guidance and the strength to push through it.
Wendy Griffith, CBN News, New York.